Extended introduction. In the hustle and bustle of daily life and the pressures of diverse relationships, our desire to set clear boundaries between what we want and what others want, between our responsibilities and what is unfairly imposed on us, sometimes wanes. In Boundaries: When to Say Yes and How to Say No to Reclaim My Life, Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsden present a comprehensive framework for understanding the nature of psychological, emotional, and spiritual boundaries and the conditions for their application in all aspects of our lives. Based on a combination of clinical experience, religious texts, and real-life examples, the book demonstrates how the absence of boundaries leads to frequent burnout, stretching one's limits, and submitting to others at the expense of oneself. It also demonstrates that boundaries are not walls that keep us apart from others, but rather fences that maintain a healthy distance and balance in relationships. Part 1. The theoretical basis of the concept of boundaries. 1. Defining boundaries. Boundaries are imaginary lines we draw to delineate what is truly our responsibility and what is beyond our capabilities and time. It's also a combination of time constraints. How much time can I devote to something? Emotional energy. How much can I support someone without losing my mind? Spiritual space. How do I make time for worship or meditation without outside interference? 2. Why do we lose our boundaries? 1. Fear of rejection. We think saying no will make us lose people or appear harsh. 2. Chronic guilt. We feel indebted to everyone around us. 3. Social expectations. The surrounding culture sometimes values self-sacrifice. 4. Excessive kindness. It's difficult to distinguish between healthy help and overwhelm. 3. Overcoming misconceptions. Boundary selfishness. In reality, boundaries ensure continuity in providing support, as without them, our resources, temporal, emotional, material, are depleted. Boundaries formalize relationships. On the contrary, they foster trust and respect when each party knows what to expect. Part 2. When is it healthy to say yes? 1. Consent criteria. Congruence with values and goals. Say yes when it serves a real purpose, such as developing a skill or fulfilling a spiritual purpose. Available resources. Evaluate your time, energy, and money before taking action. Supporting personal growth, agreeing to activities that push you to grow. Reciprocal relationships, actively participating in work teams or collaborative groups. 2. Evaluative questions before saying yes. 1. Do I have enough energy at this time? 2. Does this serve my request or an important relationship in my life? 3. Is the desired outcome commensurate with the effort required? 4. Can I set a realistic deadline? 3. Practical examples. Accept an invitation to give a talk if the topic is within your expertise and you enjoy speaking to others. Assist in a regular volunteer project if you have the commitment. Participate in a routine activity with family to support family bonds. Part 3. How to say no firmly and respectfully. 1. Clear and direct language. Formula. A short sentence, free of ambiguity. Case, tone, calm and steady. Avoid lengthy justifications. Provide concise reasons if necessary. Examples of short and polite. No responses. Sorry, I can't do this right now. State the refusal clearly. This is outside my current schedule. Briefly explain the reason. I don't have enough time for this. Shows your energy limits. 2. Dealing with reactions. Guilt. Always remember that boundaries protect you and help others value you. Polite insistence. If the other person insists, repeat your refusal politely without getting emotional. Suggesting alternatives. Sometimes you can avoid conflict with a realistic alternative. I can't do this today, but I can do it next week. 3. Tips for practicing refusal. Self-training. Repeat the sentences in front of a mirror or with a friend. Progressive. Start with simple situations and move on to more difficult ones. Follow-up. Evaluate how you feel after each time and record the change in your comfort level. Part 4. Setting boundaries in different relationships. 1. Boundaries within the family. With parents. Respect differences in viewpoints without accepting any interference in your adult decisions. between spouses. Set aside time for work, family, and rest without interference. With children, teach them the importance of mutual respect and abiding by household rules. 2. Boundaries in friendships. Refuse appointments that conflict with your needs. Explain that you need space to relax after a hard work week. Refuse to accept behaviors that drain your mental energy. 3. Boundaries in work and colleagues. Refuse to accept any assignment outside your job immediately. Refuse emails or calls outside of your designated work hours. Request clarity on tasks and rewards before committing. 4. Volunteering and community boundaries. Assess the length of your commitment before participating. Limit participation to activities that align with your abilities and interests. Refuse offers of contribution that don't fit your schedule. Part 5. Deeper dimensions of spiritual and psychological boundaries. 1. Spiritual boundaries. Time for worship. Schedule a daily or weekly schedule without interruption. Refuse distracting invitations. Maintain your spiritual well-being. Daily exercise. Read religious texts or meditate. 2. Psychological boundaries. Dealing with negative thoughts. 1. Identify the negative thought. 2. Deprive it of its power by asking, is it real? 3. Replace it with a positive thought. Conserve psychological energy. Refuse topics or discussions that provoke excessive anxiety. Temporary detachment. Take a break before making critical decisions. Part 6. Practical exercises to strengthen boundaries. 1. Boundary journal. Record the situations in which you said yes or no. Note the reason and the psychological impression after the decision. Gradual practice. Seeking support when needed. With practice and patience, boundaries will become an integral part of your daily behavior, leading to healthier relationships, higher productivity, and lasting psychological well-being. May God bless you on your journey toward a balanced life with respect for yourself and others.